I'm running to be President of the United States in 2012. I want to thank you for your patience. I know it's been very warm today, and I appreciate all of you for being here and taking this time. And we'll have time for several questions, but I have a statement first that I would like to read for all of you. And it's this: better late than never is no way to conduct United States foreign policy. Finally, after weeks of violence by President Assad against his own people, President Obama has called for President Assad to step aside in Syria. This is yet one more instance of President Obama leading from behind on foreign policy. The President should have acted weeks ago to call on President Assad to step down when his regime started slaughtering and oppressing his own Syrian people. By this count now, it's thousands of Syrians. Syria has long been a state sponsor of terror. It is one of 4 state sponsors of terror listed on the State Department's website. Allied with Iran, they are unwilling to conclude a peace deal with, and they are a direct threat to the United States ally and best friend in the Middle East region, the State of Israel. They are also seeking to become a nuclear-armed nation, and clearly it is unacceptable for Syria to become a nuclear-armed nation. But the President has taken his eye off of Syria and Iran, which unfortunately has strengthened their adventurism. I strongly condemn Syrian President Assad's brutal use of force against his own people, and I urge President Assad to step down immediately. In addition to strong sanctions, and in addition to urging President Assad to step down, the President should expel the Syrian ambassador who is in the United States of America today. And the President should immediately withdraw the United States ambassador to Syria. President Obama placed our ambassador in Syria on a recess appointment against the objections of members of the United States Senate. I urge President Obama to lead against this brutal regime and to stand up for the Jewish state of Israel, our ally in the Middle East region, and against our enemies like Syria and Iran. Better late than never is no way to conduct United States foreign policy. So let me call on, is Rich Owens here? Hi, Rich.
Yeah, see. Representative Bachmann, a couple of things I just want to ask you about. One of the things you said up there is if and when you become president, you're going to confront the real enemy and take away all the PC business. What exactly do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is that, number one, I will stand up against a nuclear Iran. That is not acceptable in the Middle East region. That is the center of the universe of the problem of the conflicts in the Middle East. Second would be a nuclear Syria. And right now, there's a signal of weakness that President Obama has sent across the world. As President of the United States, I will have, with my policies as President of the United States will be respected again as in the world. And we need to understand who the enemy is. We need to confront the enemy, who they are, and we need to not look at origin or background. We need to look at their motivation, who they are, what their methods are to defeat the United States, and in return, we need to defeat them.
What is not PC about doing what you're saying? Aren't they already doing that by trying not to look at origin and skin color?
I think one thing that we see across the United States, people feel that the President is not accurately viewing the threat that is facing America today. That's what I will do. I will not lead from behind. Jamie Novogorod?
Hi, Congresswoman. How are you?
Sure. Hi.
Hi. My question is about your comparison between the federal government's management of its budget and Enron. Did Enron collapse because of financial mismanagement or because of fraud?
Enron had problems with their bookkeeping. There's no question. Enron made a huge mistake in their accounting errors, and as a result of that, the United States Congress passed Sarbanes-Oxley to be able to take companies into a realm where their accounting books reflect more accurately the true value of their companies. People know Enron as a company that was mismanaged and not managed well. Had they managed themselves correctly, they wouldn't have come to the point of collapse. That's what we need to see in the United States. We want to encourage companies to have proper oversight of their companies, but at the same time, we want them to be able to grow. And as President of the United States, I will stand for strong growth for our companies in the United States. I want to thank all of you for coming out, for being here, and also for your patience. I know it was very warm today. Thank you. We'll be back many, many times to Columbia. Thank you. Thank you all.